When anyone thinks of the University of Maine, the name Walt Abbott is someone that comes to your mind right away. Walt is a great role model for me being here. Walt was here for so long in a lot of different capacities and, just cared about this university so much.
I've known Walt Abbott since I was a player here, and just knowing him and the name, when I was a student athlete here, he was still teaching here. Some of my teammates would have him in class. I actually had him in my racquetball class, so he taught me to play racquetball. So that was always neat having him there and knowing that, hey, this is the man who played here, coached here, became the head coach here, worked as the athletic director. So just a lot of respect for him, and it was really neat to have him in that role.
I think that just like the roles that he's played, like as a coach, obviously the impact that he's had on so many of those student athletes that played for him. And I know like any events that I've gone to through like the Hall of Fame induction dinners or things like that, I can just see the experiences that his players have had with him, like how meaningful and how much of a bond those players had, and obviously it has a lot to do with him.
I would be waiting outside of his office, and I was always struck by the number of students waiting as well to see Walt. And they weren't football players, and most of them weren't student athletes. They were regular students on campus that had heard that you could go see Walt, and he would listen, he would give you advice, he would go to bat for you, and point you in the right direction. The university owes him a great deal of gratitude, and the state of Maine owes him a great deal of gratitude for how many lives he's impacted.
To me, Walt is the University of Maine. He's a pillar and he's the foundation of this institution in my time here. He's someone that has a heart of gold and created an environment in KPE and for his students that it was a family first. Walt was actually the very first person that I met on campus during my recruiting visit. One of the coldest weekends that I've ever experienced. I almost didn't come to Maine because it was so cold that weekend. And I remember walking into Walt's office and he asked me if I was cold. And I kind of looked at him and he called me, he said, "Son, let me tell you something. There's two types of weather here in Maine. There's t-shirt weather and there's two t-shirt weather." And he said, "Today's two t-shirt weather." And I looked at him and I just was like, where am I? But it was classic Walt in my first interaction with him. And by the end of our meeting, I was like, man, this is the place for me.
I think Walt really embodies what it means to be a Black Bear. He has given his life to the university, but not only in his service, but also just in how he acts. He is so kind, he's funny, he's hardworking, he's gritty, he's tough, and he just understands what it means to help your neighbor and love each other. And the biggest thing at Maine is a hearty Maine hello. Walt always greets everyone with a smile, treats everybody, no matter who you are, where you're from, with the same respect, and that's really what it means to be a Black Bear.